Back in 2017, I made a video called What You Missed from the Mortal Kombat Armageddon intro. Till today, it's still the best cinematic intro and FMV sequence of all Mortal Kombat games. We've seen some good cutscenes throughout the games, but this one was full of surprises. So many that I had to make a video pointing out the things that you might have missed out on while watching it. But one thing I forgot to look for was if every character did make an appearance in the intro. Meat is the first character you'll notice that isn't here. At first, I thought that maybe he wasn't included because he was more of a secret fake character. Someone made up just for fun and not story-wise, since his character model was basically a fatality model. But then they did officially include him as a character with his own biography, so he's official. Therefore, he should have been included in the battle. The same goes for Mocap, but he too is not included in the Battle of Armageddon. I wonder what they could have done with him. Maybe he would have been the first to get killed off. But Li Mei's death was a record fatality, so I don't think anyone will top that off. Motaro is a character I would have wanted to see in this battle. For a comedic reason, one could only imagine what a centaur with two legs would look like while he's trying to run. He would have probably been stumbling like if his legs were asleep, so there's no use trying to go on a rampage being in this kind of a handicap form for him. Taylan and Dagon have a reason as well for why they weren't in the battle. That's where the Conquest mode connects with the intro.
Dagon.
Both brothers were competing to take on Blaze and put a conclusion to Armageddon. Then there's Goro. The only excuse he's got for not showing up in the Battle of Armageddon is because he was either killed or knocked out by Taylan. So there's that. But then Taylan also had to fight Rico after beating Goro, and Rico did make an appearance, so who knows. Draman and Moloch are two characters that weren't seen in the battle. There's a chance that they weren't asked to join Shao Kahn's side, possibly because they've been portrayed as vapid and monotonous characters in the Conquest modes, which disappoints because both characters have a background that could become interesting. They're both even deadlier when they are working together, as shown in Scorpion's Deadly Alliance ending, and Moloch happens to be a sub-boss in Deadly Alliance. There's a lot that these two characters can offer, but both the villains and developers of MK seem to have no interest in these two characters. Chameleon and Female Chameleon weren't seen in the battle as well. Female Chameleon was included in the Wii version, and Male Chameleon was, well, there's barely any information regarding this character. Same goes for the female version. They're rarely included as playable characters, and when they are, they're kept secret. As it is stated in Chameleon's ending from Armageddon, he had been ever present throughout the crises of the realms, from Liu Kang's first victory to the return of the Dragon King. He had remained hidden from sight, waiting for his moment to come. With that said, I guess you could say they were present, just hiding all along. The final character not seen in the Battle of Armageddon is not a secret character, it's Sector. And the only conclusion I can think of for why he's absent in the battle is due to his appearance in the Conquest mode. He ended up fighting against Taylan in the Tekunin warship, and after Taylan defeats him, he leaps off the warship, which is about to self-destruct, so the only conclusion that would make sense to why he didn't appear in the Battle of Armageddon is because he died when the ship exploded. So those were the characters that did not appear in the Battle of Armageddon. When I first started working on this video, I was sure that only a few characters would be missing, such as the obvious Mocap or the Chameleons. But over 11 combatants missing? Mortal Kombat 9 included the results of the Battle of Armageddon, but they were so inconsistent that it's basically impossible to connect the two. Which really disappoints because they had everything they needed to give us the results that we missed out on after Blaze appeared. Shao Kahn was taken by Onaga, but before that, Shao Kahn was swinging that hammer with full force multiple times and even sprinted up the pyramid. It made sense why he was completely out of breath when Shang Tsung dodged his attack and countered with a simple kick. Onaga had no problems taking Shao Kahn, flying far away from the pyramid. You can even hear a crunching noise, which leaves me wondering if Onaga started devouring Shao Kahn's face as he flew away. I mean, what else does this sound like? When characters are placed at the right spots, it just doesn't make sense to their outcome. Was Shang Tsung really killed this way? Did zombie Liu Kang kill Shang Tsung by pulling him back with his hook chains? and he just lost too much blood there? Sector appears at the pyramid stairway, even though he wasn't seen anywhere in the Armageddon intro. Scorpion was right behind Shang Tsung when Blaze appeared. How was he killed by Sub-Zero at a very far distance from the pyramid? Li Mei was actually included in the MK9 intro, which is good since she wasn't included as a playable character, and as you can tell, they didn't show corpses of any characters that aren't seen in the rest of the game, such as Havoc, Rico, Kai, Jarek, Ashura, Cobra, Kira, etc. However, they still messed this up because even though she was impaled by Hotaro's spear, he didn't drop the spear and continue fighting. He dragged Li Mei on the ground and proceeded to impale her once again, making that the final blow to her death, leaving her lying on the floor. Another screw up is with Shiva. When Nightwolf shot an arrow on her back, the arrow disappeared after the impact. So why is it still here? I could go on with more of the inconsistency between these two, but the Mortal Kombat developers have a huge problem with inconsistency throughout the games, so I guess that's one thing to keep in mind whenever we try to connect the dots with the series. It would have been great to be able to look at the results of the Battle of Armageddon in the MK9 intro and let us put the pieces together. Even if these characters aren't wearing the same outfits and the characters from Deadly Alliance and Deception aren't shown, except for Li Mei, it still would have been impressive. But like all the plot holes that the developers continue to include with each new game, it seems like the best thing a fan can only do is play ignorance and have fun with the results. But with that said, that's it for the video. Shout out to El Mojo Diablo for making those sick animations included in that new intro. Go show some love and tell him Freddy sent ya. As you might have noticed, I've changed my outros to be random videos such as gameplay or moving images to add something new for my outros, and I've been meaning to do the same for my intros. So if you'd like to make a 10-second animation intro and see it included in a future video, let me know. You're more than welcome to try it out, and I'll give you a shout out as well for your efforts. But also I'd like to give a big thanks to all my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to see your name on every outro of every new video, as well as receive an exclusive video every month, then show your support by donating a single dollar. That's all it takes to receive many perks such as getting a look at the exclusive content. But anyways, I'll see you all in the next video, and remember to have an awesome day.